What's good, podcast world? What's good, YouTube?
Sixers are in trouble. I need a top five.
Man, let's get into best of the week, man. What's good, podcast world? What's good, YouTube? Back for another episode of Charge It to the Game Sports Podcast. Got the fellas in the house tonight. What's good, fellas? How you feeling?
What's up? What's up? Super Bowl week.
Yeah, Joe Burrow.
Joey Burrow, man. Hey, happy Black History Month to all and everybody out there, especially the black men, black women. This is our month, so I mean, white people treat us right. You know what I mean? Give us pay raises. You know what I mean? Don't be so selfish. But I'm just joking around.
I'm about to say it ain't your money. I'm serious.
Hey, it is what it is, man. Hey, let it fly. But welcome to the show. If you're coming in, if you're new to the channel, you're in for a treat. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share the show. We're back, man. We've been back. We've been off for a little bit, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Fellas, I don't know y'all. I kind of enjoyed a little break, man. Kind of went crazy in the gym. Got some extra work done around the house, man. But all in all, we're happy to be back, man. But we're gonna be talking about this Super Bowl action. It's. I'm very excited. I'm pretty sure you guys are too. But it's almost that depressing period too, because then there's nothing after that.
The draft. Get ready for the draft.
That's gonna be fun.
I know. Football's fun, man. Yeah, football's year round, man. I just said
it's gonna be the combine right around the corner, then the draft.
Yeah, man. I mean, before we get into the Super Bowl stuff, man, I want to ask you guys. I mean, all of our teams are obviously now out of the playoffs. My team, on another big note, Tom Brady officially retired from the league.
Yeah.
Hoping my man comes back. Jay, I was texting you and chat with you earlier, bro. Please send Derek Carr away.
Nah.
Please, sir. We need that man.
That'd be easy pickup. I mean, we never seen Carr with actual weapons. And possibly
y'all gonna end up with Kyle Trask as a starter next year.
No, you tripping. You wish that would happen, but hell no.
Kyle Trask.
Well, how could you waste a great team on Kyle Trask, a second-year rookie? I mean, out of Florida, who's solid, has potential.
Was he first or second round? When they picked him in the first
second. No, he was second round.
Second round pick.
But the thing is, I mean, the Bucs are ready to win now. Like I said, I'm not gonna turn this into a Bucs show, but I mean, how you guys feel about just the overall things went down for each of your teams this season? Jay, I'll give you the floor first, man. Like, what was you guys? The Raiders went through a lot, and then we're gonna touch on Washington a little bit. Hold up. Oh, that's what it was. Oh, I'm so happy we back, baby. The Commanders.
Commanders.
Oh my God. Bro. Oh, you never gonna get away from this one. Jay, let's start off with the Raiders, and then we can talk about the
Commanders.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
so
the worst name release in history, having them leak it because Daniel Snyder accidentally showed the Commander flag 2 weeks earlier when he was filming his helicopter commercial.
Yeah, and Jay, before you go, man, like I said, I don't want to spend too much, but I understand now why you switched your team, man. I noticed your hometown, and Jay, if you listen to him, my man sounds like the DMV through and through. He always represented, you know what I mean? So he's a homer, but them motherfuckers is not showing no love at all. Calling y'all niggas the Commanders. Y'all a military team. So what y'all just gonna run power like those military schools like Georgia Tech and Navy every play? But
I've already been told that Eagles, as far as the Eagle represents something in the military, and it's a high rank. So we beneath the Eagles now in the naming scheme too? This is crazy. Really? This is stupid. Someone brought that to my attention. Fact check me, but that's what.
Did you see the congressional hearings of the Commanders today?
Bro, I ain't watching that shit.
Oh my gosh.
I ain't watching that
so new sexual harassment cases against Daniel Snyder brought up in Congress today.
Nothing new.
And then Daniel Snyder requested that the Washington team have final say on the investigation on the new allegations, and the commissioner said that will never happen. At the commissioner's press conference today, he said, "Nope, they will not have say in any of the. You can't investigate yourself. He said we will have an
What sense does that make? What sense does that make? But Jay, go ahead, bro. Start with the Raiders. Just Washington or the Commanders. We got so much shit. But what was your overall opinion of the football season? You guys hung in there, made it to the playoffs with all the shit was going on, man. But I mean, from a Raiders fan, like, what did you expect or what did you see?
I've seen a lot of like foundation pieces, right? I'm sad that we lost like our interim coach. I think he did well.
Rich Bisaccia,
Rich was.
You wanted him? You wanted to keep him?
No, I wouldn't be mad with rocking with Rich for maybe like another short-term year or something like that. Because I mean, he came in the middle with all the controversy, just kind of already one man down. Then it's like that happened also in the middle of the season. And if you've been following the Raiders long enough, that every time we get to the 6th win mid-season, we fall off. The fact that we were able to pick it back up, regardless how it happened, and still make it to the Alls was very impressive to me. I think we blew our expectations considering all the shit that was happening. Despite players actually kind of falling off the radar, like Waller, at the injury and not coming back as healthy. I'm going to give him that. He's a beast when he's healthy, but we didn't have that. We had a few makeshift things that happened, of course, a long list of shit. But nonetheless, I'm not really mad at where we're staying at. As far as our coaching hire, Josh McDaniels, I am 50-50 on that. One day I'll be, okay, maybe this will work. The next day I'm like, fuck him. He ain't shit. It's a few things, but we're going to see him. Be optimistic.
He did draft Tebow and said Tebow was the next great quarterback in the NFL. No, and Bisaccia got hired by Green Bay as their new special teams coach. So that's
I mean, I'm not feeling that for my man. Like, Brad, I get it. Yeah. I don't, but I get him. You gotta take what you can get. But yeah.
And you guys, the thing is, you guys played who? You guys played the Bengals.
Yeah.
I mean, a very winnable game. Refs kind of jacked the game up, man. I mean, they hung in there right to the very end on the road with all the stuff going on, and the Bengals just hung around. And I mean, at least you can say you lost to a team that's representing the AFC in the Super Bowl, right? So with all the the receiver Ruggs with dealing with that situation, John Gruden. It just seems like the Raiders, man. I mean, but they got a lot of pieces. That's the thing, man. And I want your quarterback. All right.
Don't you forget. Yeah, man.
See, so I think McDaniels likes him though. That's the thing. His thing was Gruden hated him.
Yeah, no, McDaniels already came out that McDaniels like him. He said he's not going anywhere.
Yeah, he likes him.
Nowhere.
Yeah. So I mean,
sucks. But tell us about this. Well, tell us first of all, bro. Now this Commanders.
I'm dreading this.
Now, tell us, what do you think? Like, this is your squad. Like, I live in the DMV. My father raised me up to be a Washington fan or whatever you guys want to call them. But like I said, when I was a kid, just seeing Mike Allstott run the ball, like I like that team. I stuck with him ever since.
Not like me, Detroit.
You know what I mean? Yes. There you go, man. You just see those players, those iconic players, like, okay, I just stuck with them forever. But you guys, I mean, historic franchise, change your name to the Commanders. So how do you feel about the name? Yeah, I know we've been kind of how do you feel as a Washington fan?
I personally don't like it. I know that, I was really pulling for the Red Wolves. But I know it was trademarked, it was copyright, and it's like, open your damn purse and buy it. You have the money for it. Like, that could have been the thing.
You saw it was one guy who bought
all of them,
100 possible Washington names.
Smart
and
man.
He was trying to get them to pay him, and they just said, we're not paying him.
Yeah, that's some cheap shit. This is the time to start. And I mean, Commanders is terrible. Honestly, I prefer the Washington football team.
I got used to Washington football team.
Right. And I mean, that actually goes kind of hard. I just, some of my boys Washington fans, like, I was still with clown because I would still say shit like, y'all the only motherfuckers ain't got no goddamn name and shit like that. You know what I mean? But now I still like that way better than the Commanders. Like, really? Like, so now you're like, what are you, an official military team or something like that? Like, nothing.
See, but that's extreme. The most non-controversial. Who's going to argue about that name? They wanted to go the extreme opposite of people complaining about the old name. So now they gave you Commanders.
And not only that, honestly, I am like 50-50 with it. I'm like, I'm not really a big fan of it, but look, one of the finals names was the Groundhogs. All right. And thank God the groundhog died right before the because
Really?
they may have switched it up. Yeah, the groundhog that they use for the winter, like to show the winter and the season stuff like that, died.
Yeah.
Like the day
Punks
before.
and Tawny Phil. Yeah, he sees
Yeah,
his shadow.
Yeah.
Big Phil, baby.
Big Phil, yeah. Big Phil had to hold on. Was like, yeah, I got you, bro. Let me go ahead and cut the before they decide to name us after me. Thank God. Shout out to Big Phil. But yeah, nah, it's trash, bro. I mean, it could be worse, so that's why I'm not like super harsh on it. A lot of fans are. I know a lot of fans are shitting on it, and it's understandable. But
Right.
yeah,
That shit is funny to me. Now tell us about the football team. Like you guys, I mean, you first game of the year, your quarterback goes down. Ryan, because I ain't gonna lie to you, I had high hopes to Washington already,
Yeah.
and you already know before the season, everything I said kind of transpired from an aspect of like the Bucks. Like I was saying, like teams that give us problems, don't matter who it is. It's teams with a good defensive line and just teams that play solid defense and get the time. And of course, we lost to you guys. We lost to the Saints. We lost to the Rams. We didn't get a chance to play the 40, but I've been saying it. We lost to the 3 out of the 4 teams, but you guys beat us. But I mean, you guys kind of had like an up and down year, and you guys. So, what do you expect? Well, what was your overall opinion of this past season from Washington? You guys had Heineke at quarterback. Chase Young got hurt. He kind of set back. And what do you think?
I think Chase Young regressed. Even when before he was out, he really wasn't doing too much. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I give it to you. Had a second like rookie wall. You know, people didn't know you the first. Yeah, they knew you, but it's something different from knowing you and then actually feeling you. You know what I'm saying? So that was that. So sophomore season, I'll give him that. As far as that, like our defense, the defensive coordinator,
Jack Del Rio,
garbage.
Yeah,
Del Rio's been bad for a while. I think Del Rio history hasn't been like too bad, but I think he's a little bit too old.
He just sticking around by name. He just sticking around by like you used to be like that dude. You used to be solid. You know what I mean? But yeah, go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, he used to be solid, and I think the defense underwhelmed with that. We haven't had a quarterback, bro. Like I like.
What do you want to do? What do you guys want to do? I mean,
go after Russ.
Is Russ really gonna come to Washington with all the shit that's going on?
Yeah, you're right. I mean,
he's from the area. He's from like
no, but you would have to trade. They're asking 3 first-round picks.
Shit don't matter. Shit, the Bucks would do that in a heartbeat.
I'm about to say that's a lot, but
I'm just saying, look at what the Rams did. Rams said, "Fuck it, we got Stafford now," and I mean, we're gonna get to the game. They're in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and they gave up all their draft picks,
and it's it pays off. I mean, if they win it, it paid off. It paid off. You know,
even if they win it, the fact that they're here, this is year 1.
Right,
it's already paid its dues.
It did, yeah. It's first year. Up. Yeah, but go ahead, man. So, what do you think? What do you want to do at quarterback?
That's the thing. I want to trade. I want to try to trade for Russ. If it costs 3 first-round picks, that's kind of steep. But there's not really no like stud quarterbacks coming out the draft. Yeah. So I mean, I'm tempted to not really say.
Who do they have Washington linked to? Is it Sam Howell?
Yeah. Sam Howell. Malik has jumped up since the
he's gone. Yeah, Steelers are the worst at keeping a
Kenny
secret.
Pickett too. I think they were talking about.
Kenny Pickett. They're saying top 5. Carolina is going to take him in the top 10, and the Steelers are linked to Malik. They can't keep a secret. They show the world they love him. Tomlin having dinner with his parents. I'm like, why can't you keep a secret? I mean, they got all these pictures of Tomlin having dinner with Malik and his parents. I'm like, can't you just keep cameras away from that and just keep a secret? I mean,
man, you might
just like last year when they were all over Najee. They got all those pictures with the GM and Tomlin having dinner with Najee. So 2 months before the draft, everybody's like, all right, Steelers taking Najee.
Well, he panned out. He's a good.
I was say he did.
Just no offensive line.
He take one of my fucking bets.
I just wish there would be a little, little secrecy and some poker faces. So who you can't. Oh my gosh, they love just telling the world who they love.
And the thing is, all of it, if you look at it this way, all of our teams except, well, Jay, one of your teams need quarterbacks. Washington, the Bucks, and the Steelers. But Jay, so you want Russell.
Yeah.
I mean, if that doesn't pan out, I mean, because I'll just look at it this way. I don't think Russ coming to Washington.
I don't think Russ coming either.
I don't think so, just because of all the stuff. And I think it's going to be hard to lure like a veteran like an Aaron Rodgers or a Carr or a Matt Ryan type guy, just because of all the stuff swirling around and just the history of it. But outside of that, is there a rookie that you see, or is anybody you like that can come in?
Nah.
Or do you like Heineke?
I will rock with Heineke for another year, as bad as it sounds, because it's like I'm not going to take a quarterback on a weak quarterback draft and take a chance on the quarterback, right? Like it's just not. That's a double negative. While these quarterbacks, some of these guys could pan out, it could be great, but nah, this is not the draft for it. This is not the draft for the swing. I hate being like tanking or being bad, but shit, get the chemistry, give Tyler Heineke another run at it, and just kind of keep on building stuff around them.
Yeah, I mean, I think the one thing about Washington before we move on to Z Steelers is that Washington has never really had a legit, full-blown like Jacksonville Jaguars rebuild. You know what I mean? Like, just do a full rebuild. I know you got Chase Young and Allen and all of these guys. Well, they've never
Kyle
done
Allen. He just got the part to play He-Man in the movie, so he's gonna be
the quarterback.
Yeah, so he
who?
Kyle Allen, Washington quarterback. So he's gonna be He-Man in the Netflix series.
What are we doing,
bro? What do y'all do? Everything but play football. You touch women. You sell drugs. The head strength conditioning drugs got busted for selling drugs, like a drug kingpin. I mean, it's just like it's crazy what's going on in Washington, man. But
DMV shenanigans, DMV shenanigans,
everything but football, right? But
yeah,
Z, man. I mean, just let's move on to your Steelers. Don't give us the long-winded version, because I know we can talk to a whole Steelers show.
Look, he did the Birdman hand rub. He ready.
Yeah, I mean. It's the end of the era. I mean, 18 years of Ben.
Yeah.
This is
18 years of one quarterback. That's a blessing.
And Ben never had a losing season in all 18 years.
Ever. That's crazy.
That's insane.
Man, you're a blessed guy. Can't nobody ever say your team is trash. Ever.
I've been lived through that. I don't know.
Well, no. Pre Ben.
Y'all had Cordell Stewart, Tommy Maddox. Y'all still had solid quarterbacks.
Yeah, y'all had quarterback play.
We had guys like Sean King. We had guys like Josh Freeman and Bums. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You go back to the Bubby Bristers.
Washington had like Jeff George and
good God.
Quincy Banks and shit like that. You know what I mean?
We had some
Patrick Ramsey's.
My Lord! Don't forget the people that pushed the narrative the most, and he was garbage. Jason Campbell.
Oh, Jason Campbell.
Gosh.
Oh my God, yeah, bro.
Yeah,
bro. But you got a lot to be thankful for as a Steelers fan, man. I'll take any of those guys over the guys we just said.
It's gonna be weird that the transition. We're gonna have a new GM. Our GM is retiring. And so him and Tomlin have basically been hand in hand for 16 years together. Mm-hmm. And so now that's a new era of getting a new GM with Tomlin. And then the QB, I mean, the crazy thing was at Tomlin's press conference, he didn't mention Haskins or Mason Rudolph.
Well, Mason's out of the picture for real. He's a backup forever.
And they seem to be enamored with Malik Willis, the draft pick coming out of college.
Liberty. Yep, yeah. Liberty. Yeah.
So now this guy, like, I respect dude, and I want the dude to get drafted and get his money because he's black. You know what I mean? A lot of people might say that's fucked up, but I don't really care. All right, we just showed that black people have it hard. It's Black History Month. I hope he goes high. He gets paid because he's black. But dude, like, I don't know much about dude. I remember they played like.
Yeah, so he was at Auburn.
Okay.
He started at Auburn, and then transferred out of Auburn, went to Liberty, and then was with Hugh Freeze, who was the old coach at Ole Miss, and set up crazy. I mean, had crazy numbers at Liberty, and then he's got the size. He can move.
He's a big guy.
Tomlin's statement was, "We need a quarterback that's mobile," and so everybody's looking at, okay, who are the veterans who are mobile? Garoppolo is being linked to the Steelers as well, but he's going to cost a third-round pick.
My quarterback. That's my quarterback.
And then
Jimmy G.
Haskins is out there, but he's not a starter. And so I think
Haskins is a bum. Oh my God.
He is trash. He played solid for the Steelers in preseason.
Yeah.
But yeah, he is trash.
But he was playing against bus drivers and truck drivers, not really football players in the NFL. Guys who were there for 3 weeks and then they were driving a bus, and Haskins was lighting them up in preseason, but that don't count. So it's gonna be exciting. It's transition. They still got a lot of work to do on the offensive line.
A lot of work.
And then Minka, they got to sign Minka to a long-term deal, so he's eligible for his either fifth year option or extension. And so they're gonna give the same thing they did with TJ last year. Minka's gonna get his money this year. And the elephant in the room is Tuitt, who's the third highest paid player on the team, who didn't play at all and just sold his house in Pittsburgh, so he might be retiring. If he retires, that's an extra $16 million they get back on the cap. So
that'd be icy.
If that happens, then that means you take Ben's 25, you take Tuitt's 16. Let's get some free agent offensive linemen. Let's go.
You need the old lineman. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm started playing Madden since football season's been on. Steelers offensive line is like overalls of 60s and 70s. Yeah. These guys suck. You know what I mean? They're really bad. But I've been saying all year long, you cannot.
But that's how great Najee was with that line.
Yeah.
He was second in the league in all-purpose yards.
Yeah, the Steelers. Like I said, they in that boat. They got. But the thing is, the Steelers, they can do like plug in a quarterback for a few years, work with him, keep the defense solid. And, almost like the 49ers, you know what I mean? Just hang around, hang the hat on their defense. And if you find a good quarterback in the draft, I think you guys would be great with Kenny Pickett. You've seen him play.
Think about this year. Steelers with Ben playing as a probably lower tier quarterback for the season.
Yeah. He was below average this year.
Made the playoffs again. Imagine if you have like an Aaron Rodgers with our team.
Yeah, I will say this.
Talk about that.
I will say this about that division now. Now in that division, the Bengals is there. They're there to stay for a while.
Look, Joe Burrow.
Now the Ravens did shit. The Ravens did shit on themselves. They lost like 7 straight games towards the end of the year. Lamar was banged up. They were without corners. They lost. I forgot both of their corners were.
Yeah, both their corners.
There were no running back.
In preseason, their corner Peters got hurt in preseason.
Yeah, the Ravens had injuries all over the place.
All their running backs.
Yeah, and then I love talking shit about my man Baker Shitsfield. I'm wearing the orange for you, motherfucker. He's some shit.
we gotta say cheers to Odell in the Super Bowl. Cheers to Odell.
Hey, let's go, man. Like I said, they kept the media, and that's why I said, and that's why I'm gonna keep saying it, because I'm telling you, we could have some of these guys on this show, ESPN and NFL Network. I don't want them on here because they were sitting there shitting on Odell, and they keep doing this stupid media narrative. I might have one of them on here, but I want one on here that, because I'm going to just call them out. Like, bro, you said that Odell breaks up teams and breaks up, and it is the problem and all of this and that. He's complaining he's a diva and some shit like that, man. My man is in the Super Bowl, all right? My man is in the Super Bowl, key contributor, helping him out with touchdowns, yards, blocking. He's doing it all. Opposite of Cooper Kupp, and Baker Mayfield is a bum, and then the Browns are going to be forced to. Hey, do you really want to give Baker Mayfield $40 million a year? Do you really want to pay Baker Mayfield $40 million a year?
That's a tough pill to swallow. I tell you that much.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, because that's what he's going to be asking when his contract is up, 30 and 40 mil, because the cap keeps going up. Yep. Are you really going to pay Baker Mayfield $40
Lamar's next up too. Those are the next two QBs to go.
Yeah, Lamar will probably get it. But, well, he'll get it. But now, do you want to pay Baker Mayfield, a guy who's a bum? I know he gave you your first win in like 3 or 4 years, but Jesus.
I hope they do.
Yeah, I hope they do too, so I can keep fading the fucking Browns. You know,
put them in cap hell for the next 10 years. Let's go.
Yeah, man. But let's get to the Super Bowl. Well, Bucs fans, I'll give you a short and skinny. We'll get into a later season, but I mean, this past season, Bucs kind of did what we all expected. They ran through most of the teams, lost to the teams I figured we would lose to: the Washingtons, the Rams. All of those teams, and they were undisciplined all year. Now Tom's going. I'm thankful for Tom for the time that we did have him, and we made the most of the opportunity that 1 year winning the Super Bowl, and that's what it's all about. We didn't close out the show right, man. I mean, you go into the playoffs. I know there's a lot of drama with AB and everything like that. People might feel like AB fucked us, which he kind of did. Just him not being a full-blown team player, and then Chris Godwin being out. I'm looking at going into next season. Obviously, the number one question: who are we going to get a quarterback? Some people, I was looking at following Bucs social media, and they talk about, some of the guys. I don't know if you guys watch football or not, man, but talking about in Kyle Trask we trust, and where we'll be solid with Blaine Gabbert. Really?
Yeah, he's a Florida guy.
Some of you guys don't know. Yeah, that's what, bro. Some of these guys are really saying with the team that we have, if we get a quarterback right now, if we get a Kirk Cousins, a Jimmy G, we'll be right there. We got an opportunity to win. But you want to sit here and stick with Blaine Gabbert and Kyle Trask? You think that's enough?
They smoking dick.
Bro, do you see the quarterbacks that are there at the end? Matthew Stafford, elite. Joe Burrow, elite. Who was there in the playoffs? Josh Allen, Mahomes.
I'm about to say, actually, throughout this playoff run, actually, all the kind of QBs were elite. If you really think about it, like going down, even the lower scale of the Jalen from my Eagles, like he still has a card, like they still has a kind of dynamic.
How about Jameis making a hero's return to Tampa?
No, Jameis. Nah, brother. I wish you the best. You know what I mean? You can't take our money, man. But yeah, I mean, if you're a Bucs fan, man, no, we can't stick with Gabbert or trash. Gabbert is trash, all right? Kyle Trask, he's not. It's not his time. But this Bucs team with Vita Vea, you don't got to pay him right now. He's going to be the highest paid defensive lineman in the league. Well, we already paid him, actually. I'm sorry. So he's got that money. Carlton Davis, I say let him walk. He's a solid zone corner. Don't give them Carlton Davis no money, man. All right.
So I mean, if you think about it, so free agent quarterbacks. Garoppolo's going to be.
Now I do want Jimmy G. Now, Bucs fans might hate this. I think with Jimmy G and being in the position that he was in with the 49ers, with the offense that they run, I don't think it was a great fit. And I think we got a lot more pieces. We got Chris Godwin coming. We got Mike Evans. And this is compared to the 49ers team who's run-based, who has an okay offense. We have better than the 49ers
line
all around. So you're not going to really have to do much if you're a Bucs. I mean, on offense, I mean, the defense has to clean some shit up because they regressed a little bit. But yeah.
That's Deshaun Watson. That's the name that everybody forgot. It was still the wild card in all this.
I ain't forget about him. I'm trying to, be nice to the brother because it's Black History Month. But I mean, it's a lot of massage parlors probably in town. Man, I mean,
damn. Hey, look, I'm not calling it now.
The Patriots owner, didn't he get caught in? Wasn't that in Tampa?
Oh yeah.
Robert Kraft got caught up in Tampa.
It's wild, but I mean, I don't care, man. I mean. Obviously, I don't wish that upon anybody, but I want Deshaun Watson, man. I think he's learned from his mistake. I mean, and the thing is,
is it a mistake? Because last time I checked, they were trying to press charges, but all that started to die down.
I know. That's
you
what
don't
I'm
hear
saying.
nothing down here in
Texas,
in Houston. It sounds like a setup to me because you be hearing some stuff rumbling in Houston, but I don't hear shit.
Yeah, bro, it was a setup because as soon as he asked for that trade, he said they didn't want to be here. Then they did little shit and did a little digging and kind of set my man up. I mean, and a lot of these women are backing down. He's beating some of the cases. I mean, it's a lot of them. But I mean, this is how the NFL does.
You could say 1 or 2 is an accident, but when it gets to 30,
bro, I'm just telling you. I mean,
that's
true.
But if I'm,
it might be some partially true. Some of them might be partially true. But I'm just saying, look at fucking Bob Kraft. I mean, whatever. My man Kraft, they were sitting there investigating him like he was part of some type of ring, sex trafficking ring.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Because there was a sting and he ended up going in there.
Yeah. Look, so all I'm saying is, after being out here and also seeing kind of off topic a little bit, but seeing how the Astro World thing turned out, and it was nothing but lawyers out here saying, "Hey, just say you there, we getting you that bag." It's not hard for me to think that they hired the lawyer. They went and backtrack and say, "Hey, jump on board with this. We gonna get you that money."
I agree, bro. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, I would love to have Deshaun Watson. I mean, but at the same time, I mean, and the thing is, he's gonna get a lot of flack from those old ass. There's a lot of old ass people that are Bucks. When I went to the game, man, I went down there to Tampa.
Yeah, how was that, bro?
Old ass white people, motherfuckers. I'm sitting there standing up, go Bucks, and all of my shit. Hey, can you sit down? I can't see. Motherfucker, you at the fucking football game, you fat, soggy neck bitch. You know what I mean?
Well, Ron, you a big guy, bro.
I don't give a fuck, motherfucker. You better stand up.
I would ask you the same thing.
No, bro, I'm just sitting there saying, like, these motherfuckers sitting in their seat. You know, just sitting down at a football game. Now, I stand up the whole entire. I sit down at a basketball game. You know what I mean? Unless I'm heckling somebody or, you know, calling somebody some trash or something like that. But, you know, but yeah, I mean, now football, I stand up the whole time because I like seeing what's going on. That's my favorite sport. But these motherfuckers sitting there, hey, can you sit down? I can't see. Oh, this is a playoff game. This is when I go home. You sitting there telling me to sit down. Man, shut up, man, and eat your nachos. But but hey, it is what it is, bro. Let's move on and talk about this Super Bowl.
Before you leave, I had a question for you for the Tampa Bay. What is your wide receiver situation? Because I heard Godwin's not coming. Like somebody's not coming back from your wideout core.
Yeah, Godwin's gonna get paid.
Yeah, that's what I heard. So y'all paying him or he walking?
Now, I don't know. I think they franchise tag him for another year.
Oh, okay.
And he might not be happy because especially after the injury. You know, because that kind of messed up his, you know, what if people don't want to have question marks about his name? If he got paid, he would have had his money and all be well and good. But I mean, I don't know, man. I think the Bucks tag him for another year, and you know they had that 1-2 tandem with Big Mike and Godwin, and you know that third receiver slot. We got to figure that out, man. Because I mean, Scotty Miller is okay. I don't think he's it. He cannot consistently beat coverage, and he's not polished enough, man. I don't know what it is about the guy, but I mean, Tyler Johnson showed that he's soft. But maybe he's not a number 2 receiver; he's a number 3 receiver. So maybe trying him at the slot. Yeah, but I mean, like you said, Jay. I mean, Godwin could be gone. If Godwin does leave, that'll be a hole that they'll have to fill. But the good thing is there'll be some veteran guys out there, Emmanuel Sanders types. They ain't gonna be Godwins, you know what I mean? But opposite of Big Mike, I mean, you'll get the ball with some space. That's
Juju's available.
Juju is available.
No,
so you can get him for about $20 million.
Hell no, I hate Juju. I don't like him. But
I know that.
He's being linked to either Dallas or Kansas City.
But how does Dallas? Why do they need? I don't even understand why they want an AB, bro. You have Amari Cooper. You have
Gallup. No, they're trying to cut Amari Cooper because
they're trying to cut Amari Cooper.
Yeah, he ain't worth it.
Salary versus production. Yeah,
he's been overrated.
Right, bro. And the thing is, people been talking about like, Amari Cooper's so great. He's okay.
He's all right.
He's all right. He ain't like elite. People sitting there talking about like he's better than some of the elite guys. I'm like, huh? Like, what are you talking about? Like, Jefferson surpassed Jamar Chase passed him.
Man, Justin Jefferson, my dog, Jamar
Yeah,
Chase,
like,
all LSU boys.
Yeah,
Yes,
these boys is dogs these days out there on the field, man. I mean, young guys, you know what I mean, doing work, and you go out here in the playoff game in Dallas and do nothing against a weak 49ers secondary. But let's move on and talk about the Super Bowl, fellas. I mean, the time has come. I guess I'll start it off. Then I'll let you guys kind of, piggyback off of it. I mean, I'm sitting there looking at this game. I'm wearing this orange. People might think I'm taking the Bengals. I think they'll make it a game and it'll be close, but I'm taking the fucking Rams, man. I mean, I'm sitting here looking at it like this. The Rams are at home playing in their home stadium for the Super Bowl. I mean, the stars are going to be out,
but they don't have a fan base though.
They don't have a. Yeah, I mean, I
heard it was electrifying. I know some people that's down there with the Rams, and they say it's a lot of Rams fans all of a sudden.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have like those real like.
You can't tell because the 49ers had about 70% of that crowd.
But the 49ers are a historic team, and they travel.
I'm about to say, yeah.
You know, like if you guys, the Steelers did. I mean,
Steelers took the whole crowd. They had the whole stadium when they played.
Yeah, like when you go to see teams like
the Chargers.
If your team plays the Steelers or the Packers or the 40 teams like that, they're gonna take over your whole stadium.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, they are.
So because their fan base, they love football, and they travel and they spend their money for it.
Bengals don't have that fan base, but for the Bengals, this is a once in a lifetime ever.
They might go though.
Yeah.
Think about this. Last time they were in the Super Bowl when they played the Niners, the John Taylor catch to win. I mean, think about that. Montana to Taylor. Montana Rice, and then the touchdown Montana to Taylor to win it.
Man, I saw the highlights of it, but yeah, I mean, I'm listening to this game, bro. Like, the more and more I kind of do research on it, the Bengals really do have a shot because Matthew Stafford, my man, is sometimes shaky now. I mean, what was it? Z, I know he was betting that prop Matt Stafford to throw. Matt Stafford
over half pick. It
that motherfucker's gonna throw a pick this game. Okay,
only game it didn't cash. I don't know how the Bucks didn't get a pick. Yeah. I kept thinking, are you kidding me? We can't get one pick. Yeah. But no, so that's the issue. And then think about it. Every game in the playoffs has been decided by 3 points or less, except the Chiefs game that went overtime versus the Bills. That was 6. So there haven't been any blowout games. Every game has been 3 or less.
My boy is
going to be 3 or less too.
My boy been in my ear for the longest, sitting there telling me, "Look, man, I'm taking the underdogs. All the underdogs won so far. Why not take them in the Super Bowl?" I'm like, shoot, I mean, because he been betting them. I'm like, shit.
34-31 Bengals. Simpson said it.
Hey. Hold up. The Simpsons said it?
The Simpsons said it. Chargers and Bengals in the Super Bowl, 34-31.
You got to show me that clip, bro. Because the Simpsons being spot on with that bullshit.
Yeah, that's just wild.
I ain't wearing this orange for no reason. These motherfuckers predict the futures.
I mean,
if I lose my money on this fucking game, I'm mad as shit. Because I'm wearing this Bengals orange. I'm going to look back at this. I'm be like, I put all this money because I'm putting big dough. I'm putting this large dough on the fucking Rams. You know what I mean? Like I said, this is the time when, I do my research and I go all in. I put all my football winnings on one team, and it will be on the Rams. But I mean, how do you guys feel about this game?
So it's going to be close, like every other game in the playoffs. So it's 4 points right now. If I was
dropping.
Yeah. So I mean, the money line for the Rams is minus 190. If we wait to game day, if it drops to minus 170, that might be the best bet. Rams money line at minus 170 is reasonable, or take the +4 with Cincinnati because I think it's going to be a close game. It's going to be a 3-point game.
Yeah, it is absolutely. I think 34-31 cash. I agree. Either way, that's what it's going to be. So
now you could tease the Bengals up and then tease the total down.
That's your best bet. If I could find another game that day
Just do the total. Total's 48. Tease the 48 down to 48, 41.
Oh, the same game, yeah.
Yeah, same game, and then tease if you do a 6-pointer, Bengals plus 10, and then 42. It'll be over 42
by more than 10. The Rams ain't gonna beat it by more than 10.
And I think over 42 cashes because Joe Burrow's gonna pass the ball.
Yeah, write that down. Yeah, write that down, fellas. I mean, for the people that's betting out there, because I'm gonna put that bet in myself. I actually forgot about the same game because I mean the Rams. I don't see them blowing the Bengals out like that.
They got too many weapons, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you teased it up. You get plus 10 with the Bengals, and you said the total was what, Z? If you tease
right now, it's 48.5. So drop it down 6 points.
Yeah. If you do that, you got money off.
Drop it down to 42. They'll score more than 42.
Yeah, I mean, in this game, though, I mean, the Bengals. Now, I will talk about this. My boy, one of my boys, Mike, is a Bengals fan. I know he listens, man. So, I mean, I will talk positive about you guys. I mean, you guys really came to play. You guys brought in a lot of good free agents with Trey Hendrickson from the Saints. Gave him the big money at defensive end. Sam Hubbard is an absolute beast, man. I didn't know he was going to be that good.
Mike Hilton from the Steelers.
Yeah, Mike Hilton, a former cornerback of yours, came in and he's strapping up. You know what I mean? Playing good coverage. And
don't say it. That's all you need to say about corners. Let me tell you right now. Somebody cites in one person, and that man is still a scrub.
Eli Apple.
You damn right.
Now let's talk about that because my man, he had some words for what Tyreek Hill after the game,
and he did nothing. He did absolutely nothing in the game.
Nothing, bro. Yeah. Nothing.
I mean,
so yeah, bro. Stop all that rapping shit, bro. Like,
yeah.
Sure. If your team did, it's a team sport. You contributed, but you to be rapping the Tyreek Hill, nah, bro. Relax.
Because Mahomes was under immense pressure that whole entire game, and that's how you get. That's the Bucs did in the Super Bowl, and the Bengals. I mean, they were getting after
him. Yeah,
Patrick Mahomes like it was nothing. Sam Hubbard had like 3 or 4 sacks in that game.
Yeah,
I mean, and Trey Hendrickson and DJ Reader, that defensive line is nice. They spend money on it, a lot of good money. The linebacker, I forgot the white dude, but people know I'm talking about. Bengals fans, I forgot his name, but that's a hard hitting white boy, middle linebacker. He's nice and he's athletic. And then obviously on the offensive side, man, they always had them guys, and now you got the new guy.
The offensive line is going to decide it. I mean, because you're going against Donald and that front,
and that's the piece. That's the piece I'm banking on because they've struggled. Look what this thing is. I'm so bad.
Von Miller and Aaron Donald, probably 2 future Hall of Famers,
right?
Coming
and then you got Leonard Floyd, who's an okay guy who's gonna get one-on-ones or a free rush, and you got the other defensive tackle and Gustin. Like you got guys that can rush the passer. And the Bengals offensive line. Look what the Tennessee Titans did to them. And people are sitting talking shit about the Titans defense. Talking about they were going to be horrible this season.
Yeah, it was just Jeffrey Simmons, unblockable.
Him and the other defensive tackle.
Bud Dupree.
Bud Dupree. What's the big guy with the draft? I forgot his name. But he even went. All those guys went on.
And they lost that game. 9 sacks.
And still lost. But the key factor, 3 picks from my man Ryan Tannehill.
Look, hold on. Let me talk my shit. Because I was
another option for a future Bucs quarterback, Ryan Tannehill.
Oh hell no!
Right now, I'm about to say another one. Look. I was the only person on this podcast shitting on Ryan Tannehill in the beginning. Yeah, I want to let you know that I shit on him in the beginning. Yeah, I was the only person shitting on this man.
remember my little shit was the Titans got Ryan Tannehill. Yeah, former MVP. He was an MVP candidate.
Yeah, no, you had a good claim. I'm not saying that what you said
right
wasn't.
Though. Yeah, you said that motherfucker was trash. The trash came to play this season. It just showed that Derrick Henry. You know, I mean, if you got 9. The whole box and nobody back there, of course, motherfuckers gonna be wide open. You press the little commit button on the controller, stop trying to stop the run. Somebody wide open for a touchdown.
That's easy. Boom.
You know,
nothing. That's what I'm saying. Look, I mean, Ryan Tannehill was gonna be enough. It made sense. He had the wide receivers. He had the running back to go with him to hide his deficiencies. But At the end of the day, I'm not betting my money on Ryan Tannehill, dog.
Hell no, man. I'm mad I did. I'm mad I did. I'm mad I did. You see, they ain't get me hot, boy. I'm sitting there. I'm sitting there doing my little research on the game. I'm like, shit. As long as Ryan Tannehill just throws one interception, they can still win. Because the Bengals, because I know about the Titans defense. A lot of people don't know. I was like, Titans defense is gonna shut them motherfuckers down, and they did. Yeah. But these motherfuckers beat them 19-16. And you throw 3 picks, and you throw a pick on the first play of the game.
Yeah, when they do that, I was already like, oh, this is over. This is a wrap.
I thought about betting on the other side at that point. I should have lost my little bit of money, though.
Did you see your boy Gronkowski interviewed at the Super Bowl? Where they asked him, could he ever play for another quarterback besides Brady? And his exact quote, I kind of like this young buck, Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
He's like, I love his swag, too. It could be possible. I was like, damn.
It could be. And I think he's a free agent. I mean, if I'm a Bengals fan, like I'm saying, the once you win, people want to come. You know what I mean? People want to come.
Once you got a quarterback, people want to play with Joe.
There you watch Joe. There you go. Yeah. I mean,
because I even saw an interview with Mike Hilton, who plays defense, and he said one of the reasons he signed with Cincinnati was Joe.
Yeah,
he said, "I want to play with that guy."
Yeah. The thing is, I mean, a lot of people don't know. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, if you get the ball back, if you get a pick, and you can't, and you know your offense is gonna go 3 and out, it's like, what's the point? I mean, AKA the fucking Cleveland Browns with Baker Mayfield. The Browns defense is monsters. These motherfuckers get sacks, forced fumbles, interceptions, all of that. And they get it back to the Browns offense. They could be in the red zone. You know what Baker Mayfield does? He goes 3 and out, field goal. They might fumble the ball. He might throw a pick. That's not, you can't do that. You know? But yeah, I mean, Joe Burrow, I mean, like I said, the Rams better be on their cues this thing, because I mean, that it's gonna be tough, man.
And the cool thing about Burrow's been through some shit. I mean, if you think about all the Ohio State stuff, having to go.
Yeah. He was at Ohio State.
He was at Ohio State. Urban Meyer chose Haskins over him and said, "You'll never have a future playing quarterback." Basically threw him out of Ohio State. He wanted to go to Nebraska. He had 3 family members who played at Nebraska. Nebraska told him, "You're not good enough to play at Nebraska." And his only other chance, he went to LSU. And the only reason he went to LSU, they had an assistant coach who used to be at Ohio State. And I saw an interview with Orgeron. Orgeron said his brother called him, and his brother watched the Ohio State spring game.
Who's Ed Orgeron's brother?
Ed Orgeron's brother. He's like,
let me say, this is a little bit off topic. Yeah. Do you think his brother has a deep voice like him? Like,
probably does. But that's the craziest shit, because the guy was like, I saw the Ohio State spring game. They're going to dump their backup quarterback. He could be a good quarterback. Then he asked the assistant coach, he's like, we'll never get him. He's too good for us. And then he went down there. He said he filled the room with crawfish. Joe said, I don't want no sales pitch. I want to talk to the football players, and I want to eat crawfish, and I don't want to hear Orgeron talk about no selling me on LSU. And then he said they went in the room, they were eating their crawfish, and then all the coaches realized Burrow was the smartest football guy in the room with all the LSU coaches. Next thing you know, the rest is history.
Amazing.
First practice, him and Chase just clicked and clicked and clicked, and the rest is history.
Clicking to today.
I know. Think about that.
Yeah, man. I mean, LSU, Jay, I mean, your squad, man. I mean, they do put out a lot of ballers.
They put out a lot of ballers.
He's been through some shit. So nothing is going to phase him at the Super Bowl. This is a dude who they picked Haskins over him.
He came out with the ice and the buffs. All right. He was ready to go.
He's real smooth. Joe Burrow, man. I'm telling you, like, I'm sitting there watching the little thing at and the thing is, a lot of, I mean, I don't know if he's single or not. A lot of black women like him.
Oh, they love him. Yeah, I know. Yeah, because he got the
he got the fade.
Yeah, man, got a little cigar. You know, he real pale and white. You know, he put on that little black shirt with the chain and the cigar.
Oh yeah.
Man, what?
I just knew that he was going to outside of that, but I just knew it was going to be great translating when he won the championship for us. And not only that, how he took it. Like, he was cool with it.
Yeah.
My man sat in there with the cigar. I'm like,
Real
oh, yeah.
smooth.
Nah.
Oh, nah.
It's going to be a problem.
But remember senior day where he put the burrow with the X when he came back as his jersey and he said, "This is my tribute to LSU."
Yo,
and
dope,
switched the name and put the X out. That dude, he gets it.
Joe Burrow is dope, man. I always been high on him. I always respected him, and I already knew before he. A lot of people forget before he went down with that knee injury, he was setting the league on fire last year.
Yeah, he was. He just got injured.
He was putting like 2 or 3, 4 touchdown games.
Hurt against Washington,
yeah, man. I mean, he had like a 400 yards game
with no offensive line and no chase
as a rookie. Yeah. He had a 400-yard game his rookie season, getting smacked in the face of pressure.
Yes,
but yeah, man. And this game, like I said, it's gonna be fun. I mean,
that's what I think.
The Bengals, they earned it.
He's not gonna get blown out. Joe's gonna battle.
Nah, Joe not. If they lose, Joe not gonna take that line down. I can tell you that much.
Yeah,
it's gonna be I can't wait.
It's gonna be a battle, man. Now the battle. I want to talk about the secondary battle. Now Jalen Ramsey came out. He said, "I want Jamar Chase." All right,
Jamar Chase is gonna spice him.
What? Jalen Ramsey?
Jamar Chase is gonna spice.
Yeah, I do like Jamar Chase, dog. I do fuck with him, man.
I'm telling you, bro.
But this Jalen Ramsey, that's a big nigga, dog. You know, I told you already know. Jalen Ramsey's my same height. He's not my size. Obviously, I'm a huge dude. But Jalen Ramsey's a big nigga.
He's not small, man. He's not small guy.
But I mean, that's gonna be a matchup because Jamar Chase he's obviously fast. Well, I think he's faster than Ramsey. He's quicker than Ramsey.
And then you got Boyd. You got
you got T. Higgins.
You got Uzama at tight end.
Then you got the running back. They got so many weapons with Joe.
They do. They
got some firepower.
The key is going to be the short passes because he's not going to have enough time to wait to go deep because Rams are going to get pressure on him. So the key is going to be Tyler Boyd in the slot and Uzama, the tight end, on the inside on the quick passes. And so they could hit a quick pass and just keep the chains moving and then hit Chase over the top.
Yeah, I think this is why I think the Rams win the game. The Rams, I mean, just with the Bengals coaching staff, seeing how they do things, they like throwing the ball down to the not way down the field, but like medium type passes and stuff like that. I don't think they're gonna have enough time. I think that the Rams are gonna come out with full like press man, and they're gonna just say, "Hey, Jamar Chase, you just have to beat Jalen Ramsey." And Jalen Ramsey, being on that stage, I don't think he's gonna get exposed.
Even now that you're gonna have to block Aaron Donald.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm about to say. You want to block? I'm not worried about Jalen Ramsey, but I'm worried about Aaron Donald.
Right. This motherfucker's hungry. You know what I mean? This motherfucker lost in the Super Bowl to Tom Brady. You know what I mean? I mean, can you imagine him not being, ending his career and not winning a ring? I mean, that would be
rough. That's a
crazy.
tough take.
Shoot, I loved his press conference today. He said TJ is the league MVP, not just the defensive player of the year. Donald said TJ is the league MVP.
Yeah, defense doesn't get enough credit. And the thing is, bro, I mean, in years past, I thought Aaron Donald should have won MVP. They don't give enough love, but I mean, him setting didn't he break the sack record? I mean, that's historical.
Playing 12 games.
But I mean, with time, I mean, give it the time now. I mean, I can't. But we'll see. When does that come out?
Because you can't give it to Aaron Rodgers. People remember he couldn't beat the Niners. He couldn't even score.
Aaron ain't gonna get that motherfucker. It's gonna be Tom Brady. But I mean, when is the MVP and Offensive Player of the Year?
The night before the Super Bowl at the NFL Honors Award show.
Yeah.
I ain't watching that shit.
So I don't watch that shit. I'll read it
every in the morning.
Online,
yeah, that's it.
Yeah. But dog, I mean, this game's gonna be fun. I'm excited for it. I mean, Aaron Donald, him going back to the Super Bowl. I think they come out on top.
Fellas, yeah.
Who do you guys think? Who you guys win this game before we move on to the NBA trade deadline?
I mean, I would say Rams on the money line is the bet. I wouldn't lay any points.
That's what I'm taking.
And I would wait and hope it drops to 175 to make it at least worthwhile to make some money. Because right now at minus 190, I still don't like it. So hopefully people keep betting the Bengals and they drop it down to 175 to make it reasonable, and then hit that money line at 175.
I think that game will eventually move to like a minus 2.5 for the rent because people love the Bengals, man. The people really think the Bengals got a shot. And Jay, like you said, you ultimately picked the Bengals. That's your pick to win.
Yeah, the Tiger,
Bengals can win. That's why if I was betting the spread, I'd take the +4.
Absolutely.
Because I think it's gonna be close. But yeah, so those are your two choices. I wouldn't even touch it. I would look at props, and I think it's gonna be a high scoring game. Look at Burrow passing props. Look at Burrow rushing props because they're gonna be chasing him, and he's gonna get his 12, 13 yards rushing.
Oh yeah, he's gonna definitely get that.
So it'll be like, I think it's like 30 yards. That's a good bet because he's gonna be running away from Donald and Von Miller. He'll get his 10, 20 yards, slide real quick, and you can catch the over.
Floyd too. Floyd be coming off
the
edge too.
That's So look at the props. I mean, Super Bowl is great for props.
I think the greatest prop that I saw was Odell Beckham scoring 1 touchdown.
Yeah, I already got that.
Yeah. I love that.
Plus money. Plus, I got it at plus 150.
Yeah, because I think they're gonna bracket Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, and over 63 yards. I mean, that's
really. Oh, I'm about to go find them. Right now.
Odell was.
Don't mind my screen. I'm getting light now.
I'm
trying to find this.
Yeah, he put up 100 yards last game.
Yeah.
When it was playing, I think he had over 100 yards.
Think about it. It'll take one long catch. He gets one nice catch.
Yeah, and that's the thing is the Rams run those deep crossing and deep. I mean, the thing is, it's easy. You get like 3 catches like that, and you're done. I mean, you got it.
So those are the two players I'm watching for the props. Burrow props. Burrow, I like over in passing attempts. I like over in rushing yards. I like over in passing yards. I think it's 275. I'll take that. And then I'll take the Odell touchdown, the Odell yards, and of course the Stafford over a half a pick. At my normal bet every game.
That's the best pick right there. Now my two, so before we get into bets, we're gonna cover bets at the end. But I'm just saying this right now. My bets is the Rams money line. I'm taking the motherfucking the tease too, what we talked about with the over and shit like that, and teasing the Bengals because I don't think the Rams are blowing them out. And I love Odell scoring a touchdown. And I love Stafford throwing that fucking pick. He's gonna throw a fucking pick.
Oh yeah, he's gonna throw a pick. Absolutely, he's a gunslinger, bro.
Yeah,
he's a gunslinger. Either way.
Yeah, man. But let's talk about this NBA trade deadline talk, man. I mean, fellas, do the Sixers? Did they trade and finally get James Harden and get Ben Simmons out of their hair?
Yes.
You think so?
I think so.
I hope so, bro. Like, you already know how I feel about Joel Embiid. My man is balling. He's the leading candidate for the MVP right now. We were kind of joking.
Imagine if they don't, and Harden has to go back to the Nets for the rest of the season. What is he going to do?
But what about? I'm saying this though. Why not make the trade? Because Harden may walk anyway.
Yeah, he gonna walk anyway.
So he don't want to because you really don't know. I mean, quote unquote, but like he may walk anyway. So therefore, get what you can get for him, bro.
Yeah, man.
Knock it out.
I hope the trade comes down because I'm just like, man, you wasting years of Joel right now. Because I mean, my man's already injury prone. We don't know how long he's gonna play. He had injury history before even coming in until I think he sat out a whole season, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he sat out a whole entire season. I mean, he's healthy, but the thing is, he's so big, man, and athletic. He just tears that knee up. I mean, he just needs some type of help. Offensive firepower, man. Some type of help. Because in the every fourth quarter, the Sixers blow leads like they did last night against the Suns. They double team Joel, triple team Joel, and then these motherfuckers miss shots. But they need that second guy, man. They need that consistent second guy. I know Max, he's doing solid. He's doing good things. But he's more of a third piece, man, than a second piece. I wouldn't want to have – I mean – is Tyrese Maxey really scaring me as a second piece opposite of Joel? No. Like, yeah, he's going to get some points. He's just going to do something dumb, at some point in the game.
The funny thing is, did you see Calipari after the Kentucky game? I have it on Doc Rivers promised me that they will never trade Maxey for James Harden. And he's on TV. He's like, maybe I shouldn't say this, but Doc Rivers promised me that they will never trade Tyrese Maxey. I'm just going to put that out of the atmosphere. I'm like, okay, Calipari, you just go kill NBA trade rumors after a college basketball game.
I'm not mad at him. What a bit.
Yeah. I mean, what are some of the other? What LeVert went to? Where did he go again? He
Cleveland?
went to Cavs. Cavs making move. Cavs might fuck around and beat some of these teams that you might not think they might not beat in Eastern Conference.
And
like the Nets better come to play.
Let's cash. That's a team to bet on. Let's go Cavs.
Man, I'm telling you. Yeah. I took them tonight. What's the score right now?
They won by 30.
Ooh,
well,
okay,
they were up by 30 in the fourth quarter. So I'm assuming they won big.
That's ugly. Yeah, 105-92. Cavs beat the Spurs at home.
Mm-hmm. Cash that ticket.
Yeah, man. Jay, who are you looking in the NBA right now, man? Like, I know you're Pistons. I mean, you guys are tanking now.
Yeah, we're tanking. But my NBA bets have always been, as of right now, been the Bulls money line. That's been sweet. Mm-hmm. Toward the Portland Blazers, Trailblazers have been covering.
Pre their trades, then that trend.
Yeah,
ended.
That's true. Yeah, that
trend ended officially this week.
Yeah.
How do you feel with the CJ Jones? The CJ trade to what is it?
The Pelicans.
Pelicans.
Yeah, but that fat ass motherfucking Zion come back and lose some goddamn weight, it's gonna be a problem.
Put him on the Bengals offensive line,
right? He's 366.
Play left tackle, dog. Y'all team paid a lot more money playing left tackle. But I mean, hey, what is wrong with Zion? Is it really just the weight? Like, has anybody seen him?
No,
have you seen the commercial?
He wanted to get traded.
Is that recent?
No, yeah, he gained about 100 pounds.
Yeah, he's huge, bro. Like, man, no guy, bro. Like, it's crazy.
They said New Orleans moved all the snack areas away from the facility. They have no more food areas to keep it away, covered up at the facility.
Is he a country boy? Is Zion from the South?
Carolina,
South Carolina.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Them motherfuckers cook, man. Them motherfuckers be cooking food better in the South. I ain't gonna front. But bro, you're a professional athlete.
Imagine being a teammate, though.
Yeah.
Brandon Ingram, skinny ass. They take away all the snacks from the area because Zion can't control his eating.
Yeah.
And Brandon Ingram trying to get him a snack, can't get shit.
Brandon Ingram is sitting there eating fucking broccoli.
Damn.
Sandwiches.
Not the broccoli sandwiches. Oh, you doing too much, brother. You was doing too much.
Yeah, man. But NBA is kind of wild right now. I mean, Z, your whiz. I mean, Bill said he's being out the rest of the season. What do you?
What y'all about to do about Dinwiddie, bro? Let's talk about that.
I wish they would just blow it up and trade everybody and start over. Because now Beal done for the year. What's the point of making the 8th seed and losing in the first round?
Yeah,
I mean, at this point, so they were in on a Sabonis trade, and then the day before yesterday, Mark Bartelstein, Bradley Beal's agent, was at the Wizards game. He never comes to the Wizards games. And so when he was sitting in the front row, everybody thought, oh God, Beal's going to demand a trade. Why is that dude here? And he was there to let him know that Beal was going to have surgery and his season is done. Yeah, and so that was the whole rumor at the game. When they played Phoenix, they're like, why is Bartelstein here? And he was just sitting there eating his popcorn, sitting in the front row, and everybody was afraid that, oh God, he's demanded a Beal trade. Here we go. That dude is here.
Wizards got some shit with him right now, man. I'm sitting there watching, like, first of all, I think Z, you said, well, no, I was actually watching the game. This motherfucking coach getting mad at the fan. How you about to beat up a fan, dog? Like,
so he's
getting mad because the Heat fans are taking over the fucking building. Talking about, let's go Heat.
He was trying to do a Malice in the Palace in DC, and Montrezl Harrell, of all people, jumped in and grabbed him and avoided a horrible situation. Yeah, because Suns were up 30. The crowd was an all Phoenix crowd basically at that time, right behind the Wizards bench. And I was like, oh man, it's
getting ugly out there.
I mean, I want to know about the Dinwiddie thing. After everyone came out and said he hasn't been the same, he had scrubbed, get him out of here.
Oh yeah,
that's your point guard. That's your
even
point
players.
Guard,
players is even saying
the players saying that.
So the story is he tried to act like a leader and call a meeting, and the whole team was like, "This damn scrub who ain't doing shit."
Funny as
they went back to the coach and said, "Hey, yo, coach, get him out of here." They're like, "What?"
Yeah, they said,
"Hey,
"We don't want it."
That's funny. Can you imagine some shit like that? Like, hey, like this motherfucker acting like he's some leader, and somebody maybe like Montrezl Harrell, you on the same level as me. You suck, motherfucker.
Kuzma scoring 26 a game. Looking at him like, this dude with his 50 turnovers can't make a 3-point bucket. I mean, he kills him with his shot selection. And he doesn't have the explosiveness that he had before his injury.
Yeah, the injuries were really doomed him.
And that's why he's killing them on defense. I mean, when you watch the Nets film of Dinwiddie, that's the guy they need. And he's not that guy. He's not playing defense. Yeah. He has no explosiveness. And then he's not shooting. That's why Brad tapped out, was like, shoot, I'm going to have my surgery now. Prepare for next year.
Because why would you then go out there and kill yourself? You know what I mean?
No
you don't have no legit school. You're going to be out there killing yourself every single night. You know what I mean? And it's just going to be all for nothing. And I will say this, because, I mean, they've really regressed, and a lot of people was high on that nigga last year. And a lot of people talking about he's that nigga and all of this and that. Like, where y'all at now? Trae Young fans, where y'all at? All right, them niggas ain't getting their calls no more. That motherfucker ain't that good, all right? That motherfucker used to just go down there and flop, all right? If he's not hitting the shot and shit like that,
I mean,
he's still nice, but
I'm about to say, like Trae Young is balling still.
Nah, he ain't like that, bro. Because
34, 17, 22, 43, 36. Jesus, what?
Nah, bro.
He's balling.
Nah, because he was that nigga last year. Like he's still solid, but you know
he's better than solid, bro. Like no, I mean if you're saying like he's still a top tier. He definitely came down a notch because he's not getting the foul calls, but he adjusted to it.
But no, I'm saying niggas was sitting there talking about like this dude's like top 10 in the NBA. Like last year. Now it's like, okay, he's good. You know what I mean? But he's
my top 10 is. He may still squeeze in there.
How about the Cam Reddish trade? Thibodeau doesn't like him, so he's not playing him. So the front office traded for Cam. So front office traded for Reddish. Thibodeau doesn't like him, so he has him on the end of the bench. He's not playing 1 minute again.
Thibodeau, man, you gotta come on and stop doing that, man.
They gave up a first-round pick for him.
Cam Reddish is a fucking elite. Well, he's not elite. He's a really good scorer, man. So
he can be. He's young.
Yeah, he's young. I mean, you got to work with people. But the thing, he did the same thing with Kemba. You don't like Kemba. You don't play defense and all of this and that. But Tom, they need to kind of get Tom Thibodeau. You're not ready for today's NBA, man.
He's not.
No,
I mean that's the hilarious thing, though. So they made the trade, and they thought they improved the team, and Thibodeau's like, "No, I ain't playing that dude."
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of shit going on in the NBA right now.
And so they gave up Knox, who was a former first-round pick.
Well, he's a scrub. He's a glorified scrub. So they won the pick to me. They won the whole thing.
But he's going to be a free agent. So he's going to want big money in the offseason, Cam Reddish. And if he's getting no time with the Knicks, they said they might flip him again tomorrow.
He should go to someone like Lakers or something. Lakers can use him.
I'd love him in Washington.
I bet you would. Shit, give him something to the Sixers.
Y'all already got Rui. Y'all got the guy. Chris. Y'all got some small forwards.
Yeah, they do.
Wizards need a point guard. That's what they need is a true point guard who can run the offense.
Yeah, y'all got too many people like okay guys. You got like Caldwell Pope. He's okay. You got like Kuzma. He's okay. You got Harrell. He's okay.
Kuzma balling. Hold on. I ain't let you respect Kuzma.
Kuzma balling.
No,
Kuzma balling. Nice.
Yeah. But here's the problem though. Wizards got a lot of individuals, but they don't play well as a team.
Yeah, they don't play well as a team. That's correct.
And that was the whole sad part is the coach wanted Sabonis.
Oh, wait, my man Thomas. Tell me about my man Thomas Bryant. He's funny. That's a goofy dude.
They've been look,
he's like the new Mahimi. It's funny.
Wizards have been playing their bums for the last 2 weeks, trying to showcase them to trade them.
AKA
Only
Thomas
problem
Bryant.
is those dudes have been playing so horrible Nobody wants to make a trade. I mean, so Gafford, who's a starting center, hasn't played for the last 2 weeks because they're trying to trade Thomas Bryant. So they get him starting every game, and his trade value is nothing.
Yeah,
garbage.
Before we move on with the bets, how will you feel about these Lakers, man? I mean, are they going to get rid of Russ? Russ is, man.
Nah, Russ not leaving till after the season. They said they're going to get their 2 first-round picks, and then maybe it'll swing them a different way.
No, who wants him? And who wants that?
That's the question. Who wants it? Yeah.
Who wants to pay that $48 million salary?
They were talking about somebody's going to buy this contract and do something dumb.
Oh, if they trade. So the rumor was they would trade him for John Wall. So John Wall to LA, and then Russ back to Houston, and then Houston buys him out, and Russ signs with the Wizards for $1 million.
So Wall he's just not playing because they're trying to deal him.
He's waiting on a trade. He said, "Yes."
So dumb.
He wants to play. He came in there and informed the coach and stuff. Like, I still want to play.
No, he's got to say that so he can collect his $48 million.
Yeah.
So Wall has basically made this year $48 million and hasn't played 1 second of one game.
I'll say this: as bad as it might look, but Russ, at least he's active and Wall's been sitting. But I mean, I think I've seen enough Russ.
Thank God you've seen enough little Russ.
I mean, at least Wall can shoot. Wall can shoot a little bit. He can shoot better than Russ.
Wall hadn't played in a year.
Yeah.
Shit, still give me Wall. I want to see
what
Wall
does. And think about that.
I've seen enough of Russ.
He played 40 games, and then he didn't play 2 years before that.
Oh, he don't got that much many miles on his body then. Yeah. If that's the case.
Yeah, I still say I want to see Wall.
I'll still take John Wall over Russ because Russ is a scrub, bro.
Yeah, he is, man, like every single game, this motherfucker, they swing the ball, he'll be wide open. He'll hesitate and move up to 2-point range and still miss.
Did you see the crowd last night? Every time that Russ got the ball, the Laker crowd was yelling, "Don't shoot."
That's a bad. Yeah, they gotta get him out of there.
Yeah, he gotta go.
Yeah, one last thing before we move on with the bets, man. DeMar DeRozan is a beast, all right? That's it. That's all I wanted to say. That's my dude. But let's go with the bets, fellas, man. I'll start it off real quick. I ain't gonna spend long on it.
Yeah.
My bets, man, like I said, football season's coming to an end, the Super Bowl. Like I said, I mean, I'm going heavy on the Rams. I'm taking the Rams money line. I love the Rams money line. I think they win the game outright. I'm not taking them fucking points, man. I'm not a big Bengals believer. I can see this game going a lot of ways. I think the Bengals keep it close. I don't think it'll be a blowout. So that's what I'm also looking at teasing, like we kind of talked about earlier. So tease, tease with the points, and you get the Bengals. So you get almost like a fake spread. So instead of it be +4 or 4.5, wherever the spread's at right now, you're getting like +10, +11. On the road, I understand that, but it's still the Super Bowl, and the Bengals will have a good squad. And so I love that. And as far as for NBA, man, and Odell. I love Odell with the touchdown, and I love Stafford with the pick. As far as for Super Bowl props and bets. And as far as for NBA, man, I mean, I'm not a really big college basketball guy, but I've been really kind of fucking it up. Like with, I think I took Notre Dame tonight. I haven't looked at the score. Hopefully they won. I'm looked at the University of Houston. I'm really liking their squad, and UCLA has been pretty solid. They won for me last night. So it's a few teams here and there. And then that big motherfucker at Illinois, I forgot his name, but they lost last. I didn't bet them last night, but I forgot what game it was. I bet a lot of money. Me and Big Z was talking about that one. I put a ton of money on that. My boy was kind of hit me to the college basketball game, and they held me on. Yeah, bro. I forgot what game that was, but I bet a few thousand on that one because I was like, "Are you sure?" He was
Illinois,
like, "Yes."
Illinois, Indiana. Illinois versus Indiana.
Yeah. Was it? Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, and Illinois held it down. That's a big dude, man.
Yeah.
But as far as for that, and then NBA, I'm still rocking with the Cavs, man. I was really, I'm really seeing what the Cavs are all about now. I'll admit it. I never really was betting the Cavs like that, but they've been winning me money, man. They've been really lining my pockets, man. So I love the Cavs. I'm taking the Bulls. Like I said, DeMar DeRozan's been a beast for me. And I love it, man. So those are the and then the Bucks. I mean, how the Bucks just keep killing shit. You know, until you get my man B some help, I just can't really take the 76ers. Right, I'll take the 76ers first half or first quarter because they blow leads, man, as we all been seeing. So, what do you guys got?
No, definitely the gift that keeps giving, Bucks first half.
Oh yeah,
just every night is just like an automatic play for me. Hornets been struggling, so I've been fading the Hornets.
Yeah,
that's been working. If you look on Saturday, February 12th, they host the Grizzlies. That's a spot for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies is a team I've been on. Fade the Wizards.
And that's coming from a Wiz fan.
That's been lining my pockets lately. I mean, favorites have last weekend. Favorites won every game except once. Not only one in the NBA, they won and covered every single game. And so, if you've been riding the favorites, you've been getting paid.
That's me.
Teams to watch: Toronto Raptors have been hot. I mean, just ride the Raptors. Cavs as usual. Fade the Nets. Nets are in turmoil. Just so on Saturday, February 12th, Nets play at Miami Heat. So definitely slam the Heat against the Nets. Other teams to look at: Mavericks at home. Mavericks on the under. Mavericks always go under every game. That's easy money. And then, of course, the two-headed monster, Warriors and Suns. Suns are, I think they're still unbeaten versus the Eastern Conference, which is ridiculous. It's like, or 17-2 is their record versus the Eastern Conference.
They don't want it down, man.
So the Suns traveling show is absolutely cash money.
Yeah.
And so this year NBA has been fun. Just ride the wave and cash every night. The NBA is where it's at. Yeah. Don't sweat all this other stuff. Just ride the easy stuff and cash on the NBA. Don't overthink it. Favorites been crushing. Just if you see an angle, slam that thing, cash, make that money. God bless the NBA.
Yeah, I want to say this, Jay, before you go, man. NBA was kind of rough for me at the start, man, because all the stuff that was going on, and I ain't gonna lie, I was fucking around with NBA and losing money, but NBA right now been kind of hot, man. Like you said, I mean, maybe it's because all the favorites. You know, what I mean, I'm kind of like a favorite guy. I don't really bet a lot of the spreads and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean,
I'm a spread guy. They've been covered.
They've been covering too. I mean, I do parlays and shit like that. But yeah, I mean, these NBA is getting very predictable. That's the
All-Star at the All-Star break, getting close to All-Star break. That's when it starts to stabilize. Yeah, man. This is when I make my return back.
And then the bad teams, you notice the teams who have no shot. I mean, when you look at like a team like Portland, and then the other angle is teams who make trades. So like Sacramento last night dumped half
they were
their
playing
team.
With nobody.
Easy. Easy.
I mean, it is the most beautiful thing. And like when Portland trading CJ, trading Norm Powell, trading what is it? The other dude to the Clippers.
Very last. Yeah,
I mean, just hammer whoever they're playing, and then they were playing the Bucks, so it was like an easy hammer. First half, first quarter, full game, destroy a Bucks, and it was easy cash money.
Yeah.
Easy.
Go ahead, Jay. What you got for
me? I'm pretty much riding the favorites too, to be honest with you. Fade the trash ass teams. Spread your money out a little bit. The favorites been winning. You'll win more than you lose some. You have off days sometimes, but most days you'll be winning. That's just simply it. Straight up.
I feel you, man. Any good fights this weekend, man? What we looking out for in the fight game, bro?
Adesanya, yeah.
Adesanya, that's actually happening in Houston. Dude? That's actually happening in Houston. I'm trying to get tickets to the Toyota Center so I can go. But
bro, how did you not let me know? I fuck with dude. That's my nigga. He hit that little machine gun shit.
That was hard.
Yeah, that shit do be hard. But
yeah,
he's fighting. I've seen the dude he's fighting. I don't know what he is.
No, he's from New Zealand.
Rob Whittaker. They're both from New Zealand. Yeah,
they're both from New Zealand.
What's his name?
Robert Whittaker.
AKA the Reaper.
That
AKA Bobby Knuckles.
That motherfucker might win.
Yeah, so this is a rematch. So this is their second fight.
Who won the first one?
Izzy put him down, knocked him out.
Adesanya, he knocked him out. Bro. But look, here's the deal. Adesanya
I've seen him fight a few times. Dude, he fighting. I was like, yo.
So he just got a new contract. So Adesanya got a new UFC contract.
Yep.
Today,
I like Adesanya,
making him. I think he's made the highest paid UFC guy now.
He's
on his new deal.
Dog.
Yeah.
So,
the thing about it is, Robert Whittaker also fought like a stomach. They had such a bad like stomach virus that was life threatening, and he still wanted to fight Izzy. I'm not using that as a crutch.
Recently?
I feel like with the last fight.
Oh.
Yeah, like he shouldn't have never fought him. He just came off that. Yeah, he came off that and then fought the champions. Like I don't know how you think.
I didn't see that fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see that fight like when I didn't know they even fought the first time. I know I just seen that dude fight, and he's been a problem. He's been dropping dudes in the fights that I've seen him kill people. But seeing him fight, I like both of them guys. So, I'm definitely tuning into that, man.
Yeah, and then Derek Lewis is fighting.
Oh, that's my dude, Popeye's man.
Yeah, Popeye's man. But look, he's fighting against somebody that is a knockout artist. So that's gonna be fun to watch. Man, I gotta pronounce his name. I just know him because he be doing the shoeys, which is fucking disgusting.
He doing what?
The shoeys, yeah.
Tuivasa.
Yeah, Tuivasa, yeah, be doing the shoeys. And he just came out and said he'll do a cuppy too. And I'm like, nah, bro, you're wild. You're wild. I mean, I'm fine with whatever you want to do, your sexual preference, but disgusting is disgusting, brother. I ain't drinking out of nobody's cup, son.
How about the people in the crowd handing him the shoe? Can you imagine taking your shoe off?
Oh, this my man drinking out his shoes and shit.
Yeah. Handing it to him. He fills the shoe with the beer and chucks it out the shoe. I'm like, man, damn, you gonna mess up my Jordan.
Right, yeah, you ain't getting my shoe. You got me messed up.
Yeah, that's wild, dog.
But I mean, you got people like Jared Connier. There's also been up and down. He's a killer. Yeah, he lost to Adesanya. He lost to Adesanya too. But like Jared is nice. He probably gonna knock you out. So I mean, Jared Brunson's fighting too. This would be a decent what's the name? I would say watch. I'll be watching it. Yeah, the last three, somebody almost guaranteed somebody getting knocked out of their rumbling.
Is Derek Lewis on that card too?
Yeah, Derek Lewis the co-main event.
I'm watching that though.
Yeah.
They got three of my favorite guys. I don't watch a ton of you, but those are the dudes that I do like. Well, Adesanya and I forgot the other dude. The dude he's fighting, and then Derek Lewis. I just think he's funny because he's just stupid.
I know. Don't worry. I absolutely let you know when Usman fighting again.
Oh yeah. We gotta go. We gotta go. Like I said, shit. I mean, if I would have known better, well, no, it's Super Bowl week. I would have.
We're not doing that, bro. It's too much.
Yeah, but no, I'm itching to get back into the. I hope there's some good fights, man. Whether it be boxing or UFC, because there's nothing better live. There's no better live sporting event than seeing someone get knocked the fuck out.
It ain't.
There's nothing
like it. Nothing like it.
If you fought before, I'm not talking about you fight and get mad. I'm talking about like fighting, not just in the gym, or professionally. I mean, the chills that you get from it, man. I mean, there's nothing like it. So I know we don't talk about it a lot, man, but I mean, I love the fight game. There's just not a lot going on in boxing, and we don't talk a ton of UFC, but when we do, I know Jay's kind of big into it, Big ZU as well. You guys are big batters on it. But yeah, man, so much stuff to talk about. And then I guess in the upcoming shows, man, we might be taking a little break just because of the fact that, man, we've been kind of running at it. Man. Giving you shows. Yeah, man, once, sometimes 2 times a week. And I know we got started around like last spring. So, this upcoming, probably like March, April, we'll probably take some time off, and then once we get closer to the NBA playoffs, we'll be back and stuff like that. Yeah, man, if you've been listening to us, make sure you continue to support the channel, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We don't do the little fake viewership stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't even know that was a thing, fellas. Like, are you?
It is.
Y'all need to pay for views. I was like, huh? Yes. I was like, that's a real thing. Like, nah, brother. I mean, you listen, you don't.
Yeah, you listen, you don't. It is what it is.
Yeah, dog. But hey, let's get out of here. But hey, we'll see you next show. Take it easy, everybody. Happy Black History Month. Love you all. Peace.